Checking out a little spot on the map that my friend had asked me if I'd ever been to. I didn't realize I'd driven past it many times, but I had never been there, and he said the trees are pretty thick. So we decided to come check it out. Oh. I don't know what these old posts were for. Something. This looks like a structure to me. An older one. Next to a stream right here. Under a bridge. A lot of sticks there. Something maybe more recent here. This tree appears to be down. This stuff here. That's a fresh snap off right down there. You guys check this out. This looks like a predatory face. Like an eye. And then the corner of the nose right here. The mouth line coming up. The eye ridge right here. Just the length between the snout and the eye. Just looking at it offhand, it looks like a face, but I've come to notice that Sasquatch likes things like this. I don't see it necessarily highlighted, but it's cool to make a note of these things and to recognize that looks very much like an eye at a distance, the pareidolia aspect. Now, there's a lot of people finding faces in videos, and lately I've been seeing some pretty interesting things, not just reality per se like this, more like some like smoky see-through strange images where I'm really baffled about that, and I'm like, are the cameras picking it up, really good cameras that these guys have picking it up, or what exactly is it, or where it's coming from? Like, not that I'm like jealous that I have it or not, but it's interesting to to look at that stuff that they get on camera and then take things like this into consideration and wonder what could be pareidolia. Now, I don't think those see-through things are, but there are a lot of images I see in videos, pardon me, where I'm like, God dang, that looks like pareidolia bad. But it's just hard to tell. You can't, if you can't judge for yourself and look at the timestamp on the video and know at what time the video was taken and what part of the screen so you can analyze it yourself, it's kind of tough to do just to like a screenshot of something. But anyway, that kind of looked cool to me from a distance. I wanted to make a note of it, and just some food for thought. I'm telling Mike there's a lot of high brakes in here. I feel like this could be a travel area from the big mountains up here. There's a park where like nobody goes way up. The trails just kind of go up on the backside. There's 3-4 times as much acreage where there's nobody, and I've actually climbed up there, and it was pretty amazing. Like all the lookouts and all the spots, you just get higher and higher and higher. It would level out a little bit, like just on select areas, and you could climb through and take a break on an area, and it was an amazing hike. But so I think maybe they come down from there. I don't know, some of the river areas I theorize are probably used by the little ones, the smaller, younger Sasquatch. And then maybe Mike was noticing, my friend, he said, oh, I don't know if they're building the same down here, it's kind of different. And I said, yeah, there's really high snaps everywhere, really big breaks. And so it's kind of a little more drastic. Here's a good example of some stuff right here. Definitely some manipulation of trees and such. You got a large one arching this down coincidentally. Holding this one down, that's kind of the arched branch, and all this other stuff piled on top. Good place to end it. Let's keep looking, see what else we find in here. Caught on the trail. Just another tree stuck through here, but not only that, there's this stuff here. Clearly a little wall has been built up. It's a beautiful little spot right here with the stream meandering through. Nice and quiet so they can hear what's coming. The water's very still and shallow. Very serene spot. Very stomped down, if you'll notice as well. Well used, we should say. But maybe they're here getting a drink, having a little relaxation. Who knows? This is cool. Mike found this. It's right next to the little wall that I found over there, but he was over here looking at this when I walked up on that, and then he said on the way back, I want to show you this. But pretty cool, just like a little Y with this guy leaned up on it balancing. Oh, this is, it's a double Y. So here's a Y standing, and then the Y with the one on the bottom, kind of like a yin yang. That's actually connected to the longer branch, so it's not going to fall off. I see how they did that. It's connected down there. That's pretty cool, though. Double Y. That's really neat. Alright, here's another one. This reminds me of like a fish coming up to eat something off the surface with an open mouth, 2 eyes, long body. Just one of those pareidolia things, but thought I'd incorporate it in this video. See this archway? This was kind of placed up here. It looks like this tree, but it's cleared out in here. I thought it looks like a little sitting area. But coming up here, I'm like, oh, there's some bones, and there's a deer carcass here. I think that's the head. pretty recent. You can see fur on the bones, fur on the body, you know, still left. Rib cage. But something had a meal of it back here. So could have been roadkill, right? But it's not going to get thrown off this far because there's all this through it. If the cops were going to chuck it off the side of the road, it would be way up there. And so it's down here. So more than likely it was killed down here. Got some bark in this tree. Did not come from this tree. It's thick cottonwood bark, presumably, underbark. This is a maple of sorts, whatever that is. It is not a cottonwood. And yet we've got the cottonwood bark going up about 9 feet high up there. 9.5 feet high. So, big squatch, something put that up in there. This little guy's leaning up in here. Just a little touch. But anyway, that's tall up there, so. It said area closed. Hazardous conditions. So we wanted to come check it out. We drove down the stream to a different location. Just maybe 2 miles down the road. Yeah. Look at this, Mike. See how this is on the other one? I don't know if that's significant or something. I'm just throwing it out there, it looks. Oh, look here. Maybe the sticks were placed up in here. Yeah. See, that's why they closed this area. Because they got structures back here and Bigfoot building. I mean, it's gotta be. Anyway, that's a pretty cool one. Good overall find right there. There's some solar panels right across the river. It's private property. And then you got these solar panels right here. Anyway, pretty cool spot. Look at that. And when they do that, they know how to mess with the trees and split them like that. Split them 4 ways. They're masters at woodwork with their hands. That's amazing right there. That has to be them doing that. Full structure. Let me get some pictures. Let you know if I find anything of great significance. Check it out. We got the Squatch block again, blocking the trail. This guy hasn't ripped off a friggin' 3-inch diameter tree. Boom! Here. He's like, don't go over here. Which is, I wonder why. What are you hiding, Mr. Sasquatch? I should say, where are you hiding? Ooh, look at here. Michael, see that? Trees don't just fall like that. Logs off the ground. There's a kind of cool little club. Squatch band. And the drummer. Another manipulation, it looks like, of trees placed up here, possibly. Okay, here's another Squatch block. Snap that tree. Those look like knife marks, maybe. I don't know. Those ones there. It goes on down here. Private property on the other side of the stream. The line goes here, so I can't cross over there, but oh yeah, looks better on this side. Yeah, they're just in here doing their thing. Right next to somebody's house over here. So, little corner of the park. But dangerous conditions. And it's kind of vague. But I think they don't want people coming in and finding the Sasquatch area. A couple little stick placements right next to all this stuff that we've been finding. The structure over here built up on these couple trees, a couple logs, and then Michael's noticing, this stuff is fresh. These snaps right here. This is a closed off area, but we just went to the other side of the river and walked in. But a couple more things down here that might be manipulated or not. But a lot of fresh snaps in the area. So I don't know if that means raging Bigfoot. I don't know if that means happy Bigfoot. Oh yeah, this is a good intersection Mike just noticed right here with this Y shape exemplifying the Y. And on top of that, I just noticed there's some string. Oh, actually, here, look. Mud slaps. Now that is really significant. Imagine if this is two Bigfoot hands right here. Boom. Just playing with that mud, man. That's like Bigfoot. Look at the ridges. Look at the lines. That could be from Bigfoot. That could be from a hand or a leaf even. In the mud. That could be a finger. I don't know. But I definitely imagine that's probably Bigfoot mud slapping right there, and that's kind of a new find for me. Not to say it has to be, but that's really cool, man. And then look, there's some string right here. I don't even think it's tied. Doing a little balancing act here. Just laid over, just draped. Just puts you in a Bob Ross mood to get around the Sasquatch. Totally relaxes you. Just a happy little structure. You know what I mean? But I mean, as much as the city drives me fucking crazy, I love coming to the forest and to the woods and to the river. Because this is the kind of area that just has a good energy to me. Always go fishing in the rivers and not the I got something else, Mike, hold on. And always go fishing in the rivers, sometimes the lakes. Oh, look at this little stick right here. I didn't fish for the last like 2 or 3 years because the water was so low. Fish were hurting, we were in drought, but this last year it was good, but I've been busy bigfooting and working. But really, I wanted to make note of this. More of this mud. The shape, the digging out of that pile of clay right there. That's very interesting to me. That is really interesting. I don't know what Mike found. He went down there and was trying to get my attention, but and these are like put up sticks. But this clay play is really interesting. It's turning to dust. Pardon my dirty hands. I'm working very hard this week. Did not take a shower this morning. Potentially there's There's printage in there. There's a little spider webbage, so, but that could be a foot or a hand. Looks like a foot to me, but right foot. Anyway, this is really cool. I haven't found that before. And this is even cooler to me. I think that Sasquatch was playing patty cake right here. I'm playing patty cake with him right now. I don't know. I'd like to meet one that friendly. I hope his parents aren't angry at me. Alright, I'm gonna go find what my friend's looking at. I'll be right back with you guys. There's another little grouping that we have right here at the trailhead. I don't know if this was possibly part of it too as well, I guess. There's two other rock incorporations here and here. And then I also thought this might go in with the face theme. You've got these two holes down here that's almost snout-like, nose-like, with the length protruding, and then the roundness of an eye. It almost looks like a splayed-out deer. If you just, knock a deer out, kill it, blah, with its tongue sticking out, and its jaw's all relaxed, its neck's all relaxed. It's kind of got that look to it. But I thought significant with the two holes in the front, could be reaching, but and then even with this, it's like, it kind of looks like an eye. And it could possibly look like another eye right here. So, could be a third eye. No pun intended. Right there. Just gotta beware of the stuff. But I mean, I don't know what they, I'm just trying to recognize them for what they recognize. Similar looking shape here with an eye, longer snout-like protrusion, possible mouth looking. And then again, it's all the way that nature grows in itself. Here's a Y. Could be coincidence because it's just the way the branch is, or it could be part of the meaning of this overall message. Not sure, but just kind of saying some things about it instead of just filming it, trying to give people some ideas or stir your thoughts up and get you brainstorming about what this all could mean. So, it's all very complex in its simplicity. A language that we don't know that looks like chicken scratch could be telling you the secret to life, and you need to learn how to interpret it. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Check out, there's like a glyph right here. It's freshly broken. I go, isn't that a glyph, dude? He's like, yeah, look. Well, they're putting stuff up right there. So, they're doing this stuff. Pretty cool, though. This is all a bunch of different ones actually placed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you count this one. The bark, 8, 9, 10. All just placed up there. People taking some family photos behind us. Just came upon this. This is a definite manipulation. A little fake fire pit, some pieces of grass in here. Look at a drill bit of some sort. Something wedged up in the tree, some metal. But it's got an overall big teepee shape to it. You can hide in the back there. That's kind of cool. It's kind of old, but maybe worked on throughout. Who knows? Maybe built that once. Pretty cool for what it is, though. Well, this looks like a glyph right here of sorts, some ground art. And there's apples here. Fortunately, there's some sort of syringe right there. Probably some THC product. Knowing the people around here. But tons of apples on the ground here. There's some in the tree. Got a good old apple tree right here. Look at the twist. Look at that deliberate twist in this break. So low level, 2 feet off the ground. But it's a strong, hard twist. Really cool. Definitely in this area, no doubt.